Viewer discretion advised. This video is sponsored by OI Clothing. Get all your merch at oiclothing.com.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy A Smith, and this is Shooting the Breeze, and this is a little late night live. Let me show you shit all working. Tell me if I'm dropping frames. Tell me if everything's happening. Yeah, yo, we got. I just felt the need to go live and have a discussion and talk about a few things that's going on in the world. I felt like running my mouth. I ain't want to keep letting the Ravens occupy my mind. It was like, fuck it. There's a lot more going on in sports. And I might be late to the party on a lot of these topics. You feel me? As a matter of fact, a lot of shit I don't even like to discuss publicly like this. I don't like to talk about, especially shit like politics and all that. I don't really like to have that kind of public conversation, yo, because it causes such a divide with the people. And, I mean, shit, yo, it ain't always about like arguing all the time about your personal view on something. You feel me? So most of the time I try to avoid these kind of conversations. But I was, I was interested. I really wanted to know like who people was voting for and why you voting for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was curious. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely would be open about my stance on it. You feel me? And I'm sure a lot of people ain't gonna agree. You feel me? I mean, either way, with whoever I'm voting for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't gonna agree. A lot of people probably say I'm bugging or I don't know what I'm talking about, or to be honest, I don't even know if I really want to talk about politics, yo. You feel me? I don't even know because the shit is so corrupt, in my opinion. It's like designed, in my opinion. That shit is designed to divide, yo. It's like everything when I think of politics and when I think of this the way this shit's set up in general, yo. Hold on, let me make sure this shit is everything is everything. Hold on, give me a second, bro. When I think of politics, yo, I think that shit is it causes such a divide, and it's like no common ground, yo. It's like nowhere where you can go where you can respect somebody's opinion or the decision that they make. It's three things you don't talk about: it's politics, religion, and maybe nowadays your stance on like gender fluid and sexuality and that type shit. And I think a new one is whether you got the shot or not. That's them like four things that people don't really. You either very open with it or you ain't open with it because it's so. Anytime you get people with deep beliefs, and did you put that in the bag? Anytime you got deep beliefs and shit, you don't really like to share that stuff with people, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's interesting. I just think it's real interesting with politics. It's like one of the most. I don't want. I mean, we all know it's low key corrupt, but it's one of the most brainwashing and propaganda based things out there, yo. Politics, yo, and the way the media get used to make you think a certain type of way or make you believe something is crazy to me. And for real, what make it even worse is that a lot of all of them is on the same. They two horns on the same goat, in my opinion. You feel me? Like they all a part of the machine, yo. Is like whoever you choose, they still gonna forward the machine. You feel me? So it's like, why are we such in disarray in arguments and shit? Like, you know, I don't know. I just don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I mean? That everything is just division. Everything is so like dividing and shit. Like, you know, like you either drink Coke or Pepsi. You feel me? If you prefer Coke, then that means you hate Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? It's just maybe that was a poor example, but like even if I was to say I'm not voting for Kamala, niggas would say I'm an Uncle Tom or I don't like black people or I must be a Trump. I must want hugs from the white man or I must want slavery to come back. All types of goofy ass shit, yo. And it'd be like, bro, like it's so extreme, yo. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I wanted to say that is because I mean, at some point, right? When you even considering like politics, right? You obviously thinking about who you feel like can provide a better future, who can run the country the best. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, a lot of times people make those decisions, a decision like that, and then it be emotional based. It be based on your emotions and shit. Like, is it this? Like you feel like you want to talk about this, or you feel like you want to vote for this candidate or that candidate because how the other one make you feel or some shit. I think that's ignorant to do that. You know, because like I said in the beginning, I ultimately believe that this is two horns of the same goat. You feel me? So either way, um, it's just about being more logical in a decision like that. That's what I think. You shouldn't make a decision, emotional decision on something like that. I think you should base your decision on facts and what have you done for me type shit. You know what I'm saying? To think any of these people, politics, who I mean, politicians that they really give a fuck about you. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. I think the ones that can sit and smile and say all these nice words and shit and really like talk your head off with all these pleasurable words and all that shit is the ones that you shouldn't trust. Give me the motherfucker that's going to tell you how it is. That might be a little, even all right. Let's talk about the debate for a second, right? And the debate, right? I watched it. It's the first time for a while I was interested enough to watch a debate. I was curious. You know what I'm saying? I was curious. I wanted to really see what was going to happen. I didn't know what to expect, right? So I'm watching the debate, and in my opinion, Kamala Harris seemed way more presidential than Donald Trump. She smiled, she seemed composed, she said a bunch of big ass words. You feel me? She said she seemed way more presidential than him. But here's the thing: that shit ain't necessarily a good thing, in my opinion, because it's just fake. All the big words and shit, and the sweet sound and shit. It's been over and it's been done so much, yo. You feel me? At some point, you gotta see it and be like, it's the same shit over and over again, like all the sweet sounding words and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, it's become a show. Like that's what I feel like. The world has become a fucking show. This shit is like, it's like a reality TV show, bro. The whole shit, everything is just entertainment. Like it was so many. Prime example. They in a debate saying shit about each other, taking little stabs at each other, little jabs and shit. You feel me? Oh, nobody come to his rallies because he ain't shit. Man, she's dumb. She don't know what the fuck she be talking about, right? Then the next day, they all sitting side by side to each other, laughing, shaking hands and shit. You feel me, yo? Yo, it's definitely like, look, man, I don't care who you vote for, to be honest. Just make sure your vote is why the reason you voting is because you really believe in the policies, or you believe um that one candidate is going to do something that change. Like shit. I feel like the country got issues. Like, all right, hold on. How about this? How about this? We're gonna keep this shit all the way real, right? We're gonna keep it all the way real. I'm about to keep this shit all the way real. I wasn't even gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it. I personally think that America ain't meant to be saved, yo. I don't think it's meant to be saved, yo. I think it's systematically, um, purposely, the infrastructure is being destroyed, like purposely done. Feel me? Don't let that go over your head. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's meant to be saved, yo. Think about it. America has always compare a house, right? Think about a house. Think about you build a house. You go, you build a house. You get the wood. You build a foundation. You build this big, beautiful house. You feel me? It's stand tall. It's sturdy. It's strong. Fresh, new. You know what I'm saying? You got the furniture, everything in there. Now let's just say 100 years go by. Now the house hasn't been properly taken care of. So now the walls stripping, the floors creaking, the doors off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? Like the house is becoming slowly, but it's becoming destroyed. You feel me? Now let's just say it gets roach infested. You feel me? Like it get to a point where you can no longer patch it up in order to fix it. Like ain't nothing like you trying to change a door, hang a door up. It's not going to fix the whole house, but it might fix that door. It might fix a small problem in this house. But the reality is, this house is beyond repair. So little fixes and little patches ain't going to do shit. In order to fix that house, you literally had to gut it out and rebuild that motherfucker. That's what I think America is in right now. I think it's like being systematically the old way is being like even like I be paying attention shit. Even like the slogan, right? What she's running with is we ain't going back. What do that mean? You feel me? Now listen, I gotta try. I gotta be explain as best way I could to make people understand what I mean when I say this. Whatever's gonna happen in this country is gonna happen, yo. You feel me? Like I don't really I would hate to see anything bad happen. I would hate to see that shit. But I don't really attach myself to what happens in this world. Like, granted, I gotta live here and I gotta really care about what's going on. So I'm not saying I'm just completely like I don't give a fuck what about the president. No, I do care because I got kids. You know what I'm saying? My kids gotta grow up, so I do care. But I don't really attach to that shit. Like, it's all. It's like, yo, I do care and I do want to get my input, but at the same time, this shit is destined to go this way. It's like almost prophecy at some point. It's like you gotta understand that. You feel me? So physically, I'm here. Physically, I care. But mentally and spiritually, it's something else going on, yo, above our heads. I believe that. That's what I believe. That's why I say this system, this current way this shit is set, is not meant to be saved. America ain't meant to, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if I can say that. I think it's meant to change. Like it's something that is purposely going the way it's going. And and whoever's gonna further that, that's who's gonna end up the president. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of man, you know these people can put whoever they give you the idea of choice. They give you the idea that you choosing. They give you that idea. They put that shit in your mind like you just got the idea to choose and you feel me and shit like that all the time, man. Nah, yo, they dictate they gonna take that come on. Like be for real, yo. This shit is the game is rigged. We watching the show, yo. We literally got first seat watching the shows. And you can watch it in HD TV, yo, 4K. You feel me? You can watch the ugliest shit happen in 60 frames a second. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally happening. It's just a show, yo. It's already written. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, that's ultimately underneath all the surface level shit. That's how I feel. Like, now on the surface level, as far as my physical, yeah, I do care and I see what's going on, yo. But that's another thing to get your mind wrapped up in, yo. It's a whole argument going back and forth on Twitter, yo. It's people arguing this shit back and forth, like really to a point where people is like it's so much division, yo. Like people is really hurting people and really doing harm to people because of their choices or because of what they believe in. I think that's nonsense, yo. It's almost Neanderthalish, yo. It's like it's savage, yo. It's like I said this shit one time a long time ago, yo. I said I think the world is becoming more and more carnal every day. You feel me? Everything is put in front of us to cause a division. You feel me? Like everything. Think about it. Like, it's either this or that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really too much in between. And the more serious of the choices, the more serious of like the the more serious of the conflict. And what I mean by that is it's people that's been having wars with religion forever. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that life is just natural conflict? Absolutely. I mean, shit, it's not like it's a part of humanity. You feel me? Conflict is a part of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's naive to think that it's naive to assume or think that you can live life without any type of conflict or any kind of division. I purposely think that it's humane to have division, but I feel like with social media and everything, the division is the shit that keeps people's minds wrapped into like, yo, it's a whole like shit. The whole Republican and liberal shit, they might as well be Crips and Bloods, yo. They be beefing. You feel me? Like it's shit. It's just like so much hate. You know what I'm saying? It's like even in a division, yo, you should be able to compartmentalize and be able to like and come to your understanding. Because at the end of the day, whatever I believe is what I believe, is what you believe, and it's what's actually happening. So long as you focus on what's actually happening, the truth, that can weave out a lot of that division. But I just think people so strong, like the problem is what I think is right. What you think is right. And you ain't willing to budge, I ain't willing to budge. You feel me? And we ain't got we ain't got no foundation where we can come and settle our differences that's above us, like whether it's spirituality or whether it's some type of thinking that's outside of our physical body. We ain't got nowhere where we can find a compromise and always focus on what's right. Like I mean, think of a Venn diagram. You got the positives and the negatives and right. Look, I'm just mocking vice president. But look, you got like like this is the foundation. Like this is what like all right, think about a relationship, right? You got a girlfriend or you married, right? You think one way, your wife think another way. You feel me? Y'all can't seem to she think a certain way, I think a certain way, right? But there's both the ways we think, and then there's actually what we need to do. Like the truth gonna always make it easier for us to figure out what we need to do when we can't find a compromise. Then it's like, all right, like think about a kid. What's best for the kid? I might think I know what's best for him. She might think she knows best for him. But what's actually best for him? You feel me? And if you got some kind of foundation or some kind of rubric to know what's best, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying all that to say I don't think a lot of people have that, and the people that do, theirs is so different from the next person. It's just everything is just look, yo. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't believe that we meant to mix up and shit. Like I believe. Listen, yo. Look, yo. They take your words nowadays, yo, and they make that shit. They mix and screw. I don't give a fuck. I ain't nobody. I'm just some nigga. I'm just some dude on YouTube, yo. I personally agree, like I think segregation is like I believe in it, yo. Like that way we can handle our own shit, y'all can handle your own shit. But I don't think it should be like inhumane. I don't think you should treat people like shit. I don't think you should like you feel me like be mean or hateful. But I think like my people right here, y'all over there, y'all got your shit, we got our shit. If we need to come together for something, then we could be like cordial and shit. But for the most part, we right here. We think this way, y'all think that way. You feel me? I just believe in the order, yo. You know what I mean? And I just went off on a tangent, but yeah, yo, I just believe in the order. Yo. I believe like you gotta have some kind of moral standard, some moral code, and some integrity. You feel me? And the ability to be like shit, I'm wrong, or the ability to see it. And I just think people blinded by like their feelings and shit, bro. Like I see some of the worst shit on like social media, yo. And let's talk about that for a second, yo. Let's talk about this social media. I seen this shit, right? I just seen a video. Say Cheese reposted it. Video of a rapper getting slapped in New York. Rapper from New York. I don't even know the dude name, right? Some rapper got pressed and he got slapped. You know what I mean? And his ops is recording him, laughing at him. Of course, he the laughing stock. Ha ha he, right? So the caption said, as a matter of fact, let me go look and see what the caption said. Um, I'm gonna go pull it up real fast. Hopefully I can find it. Here it is. The caption said, it ain't no caption. No, it's saying New York rapper Jay Critch gets caught lacking, smacked with his own shoe. That's all the crap. That's all it says, right? And I'm gonna use this as an example to kind of express what I'm talking about. Yo, these blogs and social media and these other sites that profit off of dysfunction, yo, is some of the worst shit that happened. It's so bad, yo. Like places like Shade Room and all that shit, yo, because it feeds a ignorant side of people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they can always use the excuse of, "Hey man, we just putting the news out there. You don't blame the reporter for telling you what's going on in the neighborhoods and shit like that." If you want to look at it in that case, I guess you can use that as a veil. But in reality, on that shit is you feeding like I would have never knew that shit happened if they ain't reposted. You know what I'm saying? Now you put this dude in a situation. Now I don't know this nigga. I don't know Jay Critch. He could be a nigga that be talking all the gangster shit in the world, and somebody finally caught up to him. I don't know him, but now you put this dude in a position. He embarrassed. Now he feel like he probably got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Just because you put it out there. So what I'm saying is these blog sites and these places that share this ignorant shit, yo, they done got rich off of dysfunction, yo. Nigga who run say cheese is a millionaire. This nigga is rich. You feel me? That's why I say like if you some kind of like if you got some kind and shout out to Keep the G News because he always say this shit. If you got some kind of integrity or if you stand on something, yo, you will never make it big, yo. Because I really believe they reward niggas who sell out shit. Like somebody that's willing to feed into the dysfunction and feed that shit, yo, they reward you in this world, yo. You feel me? You don't get rewarded for like having some kind of principle about yourself. Like I seen a post that this site reposted. It was some dude that was talking about DDG baby, like saying a bunch of crazy shit about his baby. And in the post, this site or this page was saying it was pretty much shaming the dude. They was saying, man, I can't believe that this grown ass man and say something about this baby, this innocent baby. So he's pretty much shaming the dude, right? But I instantly go to, I'm like, yo, I'd have never knew this nigga said that if you didn't repost this shit. I would have never knew he said that. Like you gotta like, you can't feed the fire. Like, you feel me? Like you gotta starve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feed that shit. Don't repost a lot of this shit. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of these blog sites is a part of the machine, the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's getting real crazy out this motherfucker, yo. The internet is spooky. What's happening to people because of the internet is spooky, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, just imagine the next 15 years, yo, of how right, if we make it that long, just imagine the next 15 years how the world is gonna be. I'm talking about socialistically, like like we ain't even gonna probably know how to interact. We gonna forget a time when we actually interacted with people. Like it's crazy, and look, it's fucked up because the internet could be used for so much good. It's just that the people who the same way a pencil is fine. I can write, a pencil is a useful tool, but if I take it and stab you in the eye with it, that don't make the pencil bad. It's just being used wrong. And I just think the internet, a lot of this shit is just used wrong. And unfortunately, the people with the paper, they pay you for dysfunction. They pay you for the entertainment. We had such a short attention span where niggas they know that shit, yo. So it's like we got content overload, my nigga. Like you can't even think about your next move before some other shit. I think we numb to a lot of shit. I remember when I was a kid, right? And I said this on one of on one of these lives before, right? When I was a kid, I remember we had rotten.com. You feel me? if you remember rotten.com, yo, let me know if you remember rotten.com. You know what I'm saying? Rotten.com was like the one spot where you seen some of the wildest shit you ever seen before. You might have seen somebody with like decapitated, or you feel me, like some wild shit that you ain't seeing all the time. Nowadays, bro, the whole phone is rocking. All that shit, like it's so accessible. It makes you numb. Like there was a point in time you see somebody get get their head blown off or some shit. You be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Nowadays it'd be like, damn. You feel me? Like you be so numb to a lot of this shit. Like even like on the like the sex side of the game, yo, it's like extreme perversion. Like nothing is sacred. Nothing is just, yo. It's just like the Wild West, yo. The internet is a motherfucker, and I really believe, like my son, he 1 years old, yo. Man, I was thinking my daughter generation is fucked. Nah, yo, my son generation, they fucked. You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you why. They might have way more resources than we ever had. They might be smart and all that shit, but they fucked because the way that the internet is growing, the way that this AI shit is going, the way that all this shit is going, yo, it's gonna be so different than how it was when we was coming. They gonna have to just think about it, yo. Think about the way this AI shit is going. Think about the way the internet is, how these people, when you ever heard somebody say, yo, the streets is talking. The streets is saying this. Nigga, they ain't talking about the streets, they talking about the internet. Cause if you ask any motherfucker on just at work, go to work and ask somebody, did they see such and such? Niggas like, I don't even know what you talking about. A lot of people don't even be knowing what's happening and shit. But on the internet, they talking. They thinking that the internet is real. It's a misconception that people think the fucking internet is a real place. Like it's real. Like the shit that go. Even people in relationships, I done knew girls that dump dudes because they ain't post them on the fucking internet. Shit like that. Like it's just insane, yo. But here's the thing. I mean, it's that's what's that. I mean, it's a part of life, yo. So I ain't saying like you gotta read the internet or nothing. It's just you gotta understand that how this shit is going. You gotta be able to see it and take it for what it is. Don't get caught in that web, yo. They really call it a web for a reason. Why the fuck you think they call it the World Wide Web? Nigga, you get stuck in that shit. You get trapped in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it consumes you, yo. You it's to a point where you arguing at your phone because you watching a video or some shit that's triggering you. And they know that. That's why you get it. You know how much shit that happen in this world on a daily basis, but they choose to show you the shit that they show you? Did you ever wonder how the fuck do these trends get started on the internet? How? Who do the first one? Like, how does shit be starting? How do these demore and all that crazy shit just come out and just be happening? Like, come on, yo. It's all like it's a show, yo. We literally front row got seats to like it was an episode of South Park where it was aliens and they watch Earth like a fucking reality TV show. And that's what it is, yo. It's just like from everything, it's just entertainment. It's a show, bro. You know what I mean? From it's already written. This shit is already written. So you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm scared. I'm nigga, I don't know what the next couple years gonna look like. But the way this shit going, how can you be positive about any of like what's happening? No, do you see what's happening in the fucking world right now, yo? On all levels, with the community, with the people. Let's just talk about our people. I know this shit been talked about 100 times, and I don't really like talking about this shit, yo, because I don't give a fuck about none of these people. I really don't, yo. Like, fuck these people, yo. I don't look at none of these people as like leaders and all that shit. I'm talking about the internet figures. Talking about public. I mean, what they call them, yo, influencers and shit. Fuck them. I don't take none of they shit for 100%. I take what I sometimes like Eric Charleston White, for instance. He say some real shit sometimes, but he's a character just like all of them else, yo. Cat Williams, yeah, we all love Cat and all that shit. Yo, listen, yo, this nigga, and I hate to go backwards because this been talked about 100 times. Yo, this nigga, you don't think that this like listen to his story. Like, even listen to his story, how he went from Ohio to Miami and stole car radios when he was 13 with a puppy, and that's all he had. And he drove in the back of niggas' trucks. And yo, it shit just it don't make sense, yo. All these motherfuckers is characters, bro. What you'll say? The Illuminati. If you're in the Illuminati, one of the first things you want to do is make sure you tell people. Make people believe you're not the Illuminati. So what the fuck is you doing? You doing exactly that because you saying you got all the success and you ain't in the shit. Come on, yo. I ain't trying. All the motherfuckers is part of the play, yo. But talk about the play, like even with Shannon Sharp, yo. And this shit been said 100 times already, so I ain't saying nothing new. Man, that shit was 100% sure of fucking play. Like it was staged, yo. Even if he ain't, even if that nigga, right, even if he was just doing that shit like on some feeling himself shit, I personally think that nigga might have been on a beam. He might have been rolling. He might have been on a motherfucker on a gigabyte. He had to be on a jigger. You feel me? Like he was, you know what I'm saying, in some guts, and he was like, "Oh, I'm feeling, shit. I'm gonna show the world what I'm doing." You feel me? If you ever had a gigabyte before, you know how them shits make you feel sometimes. They make you feel real confident, overconfident. You do some dumb shit that you regret the next day. You feel me? He say he was on them red pills. That's what he say there. But whatever the case may be, right? And cause all right. And we all laughed at it. Ha ha he. You feel me? We all laughed at the shit. You feel me? Ha ha. We thought it was funny and all that. But when you really think about that shit, yo, that shit is sad, yo. That shit really is sad, yo. And like I said, yo, I seen a lot of dudes break it down already. So I ain't gonna say nothing too different than what you know what I'm saying, dudes already said. Yo, shout out to Keep It G, yo. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to niggas who really just see shit. You feel me? Because I promise you, I thought the same shit once I seen him explain it, and he mentioned like I guess niggas ain't gonna think something about being gay, and that's supposed to stop people from thinking he gay because he was in some cheeks that we don't even know if it was a woman or not or whatever. You feel me? Like, bro, what was you? Because you look on the live, the first thing you see is a bunch of advertisements for like sex pills, and now he promoting this sex pill and all this shit. Though, like, come on, yo. But the problem is why niggas gotta do shit like that to like get some kind of traction, bro. The fact that he had to do something like that is like, and look, let's just say for a second, let's just say his shit did just happen. Let's just say this shit just happened. Like he ain't know like IG Live just magically cut on and it went live while he ain't even know. He ain't know how to work it. You feel me? You can keep trying to play that old school, I'm technology illiterate. Oh nigga, you ain't I ain't trying to get shit. But anyway, like let's just pretend that did happen. If that happened, nigga, we in a it's even scarier if that's how that happened. If that shit just magically came on, then boy, we got some problems on our hands. If they can just turn on live at any given time, we got some problems on that motherfucking hand, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So man, this shit is a shame, bro. I almost don't even want to do this shit no more. Like, I ain't gonna never, I ain't gonna never, this shit ain't gonna never get nowhere, yo. That's why I don't really like talking. That's why I like to make funny videos and shit and interview niggas and talk about other shit. Like, talk about like, what they got going on in music. They make little funny videos, little editing and shit like that, yo. I'd rather do stuff like that because at least, you it's talent and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really trying. I ain't really trying to be a part of that shit, yo. You feel me? And for real, I hope I'm never in a situation where I gotta do some shit like that, though. Because it's easy for me to sit here with, what I mean, not as big as a platform as everybody else. And it's easy for me to say that shit, right? Because I ain't, I don't want to sound like I'm Mr. Morale or nothing, but goddamn, yo, ain't no telling. You feel me? I just hope I'm never in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Where I gotta like make a choice to do some dumb shit like that, because that's clowned out. That shit is clowned out. You feel me? You ever go to the circus and say, "Damn, it look like what them clowns doing down there is fun. I'm about to go on that bitch and jump through the hoops with them, nigga." You ever think that? I hope you didn't. You know what I'm saying? I hope you didn't. I'm sick of this shit. I am, bro. You feel me? I am. This shit is it's nerve wracking, yo. And then even with like the music ain't the same. Everything is just phony. And I hate that. I ain't really negative. You know, I ain't trying to be all negative and melancholy and shit, yo. But how can you see anything that's going on and feel excited? You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is almost don't even want to do this shit, yo. Rather talk about the and I would say I'd rather talk about the Ravens, but I don't want to talk about their ass either. Or the Orioles. I'm pissed off, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get on this bitch and have some fun, but I ended up talking about some other stuff, and we ended up here. You feel me? But yeah, yo, that Shannon Sharp shit was clowned out. You feel me? But hey, here's the thing: it worked. It worked. You feel me? It worked. You know what I'm saying? It definitely worked. That's the sick part. It worked because he had almost $200,000. I mean, 200,000 people on that shit. So it worked. He got the response he's looking for. But at what cost though? Yeah, that shit is perverted, yo. That shit freaky as a motherfucker. When you really think about it, yo. You know what I mean? That's like the closest thing to having a sex tape that you could do. You might as well put the whole jiffy up in there. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, yo, Unc and all that shit. I never call that nigga Unc. I don't know that nigga. Fuck, I'm gonna call him Unc for because he a personality on the internet that we all call Unc. That nigga ain't nobody Unc. Feel me? I don't know that nigga, man. You don't know these people, yo. You don't know where they come from or nothing. You know what I mean? I'm sick of this shit. You know. I try, you got that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why in the word, yo, you feel me? It always tell you detach from this, yo. You know what I'm saying? Detach from this world, yo. It do say that, yo. And I understand why, yo. The more and more life goes on, the more sense it start making to me. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it's in the Bible and it's different scriptures. The older I get, yo, the more you see what's going on, the more you like it makes sense. Feel me? So I just pray that I can continue that growth. You know what I mean? I don't want to be attached to none of this shit. Really. I think the bigger you get, the more money you get. Now, and that's another thing I said on here before. The bigger you are, the bigger your star grows, the more the fire your shit goes. I seen it like, all right. The whole eating the dogs and eating the cat shit, right? It's been reports that people really out this bitch terrorizing animals, yo. It's videos of people in halls saying, yo, they got pictures and everything. Like, yo, they are literally out this bitch doing this. I don't know if it's because of where they from or what, but they really out this bitch eating ducks and eating the animals and shit, right? You see the video of all the migrants and shit up in Springfield and the ones in Colorado and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, shit. I look around me, I see them around me. I mean, it's hard to tell because where I'm from, it's so diverse anywhere. You know what I mean? So, but hey, even where I live, it's been a real increase of people. You know what I mean? I ain't lying. It's been a real increase of a lot of different motherfuckers. Am I lying? Huh? I don't think nobody is, but there's been an increase in a bunch of, different type of people. But I mind my business, right? I seen a video, right? John Legend. He's saying, yeah, man, you just embrace the people. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Yo, I know it's just you gotta get used to them, welcome and love them. Like, hey, you gotta treat people like Christ and all that shit, right? Then move them in your motherfucking house. Nigga, you got $17 million mansion. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't gotta endure that shit. You don't live out there where they live at. You live in Beverly Hills. Let them start parade. They everywhere except for where them rich motherfuckers at. Then you telling us you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, and look, I don't own none of this shit, but I'm just saying, like, no, you ain't gotta deal with the shit that people gotta deal with. So who paid you to say that? Who endorsed you to say that shit? They use these people, yo. Because people look up the celebrities and shit. People trust the words of celebrities and all that. And you know what I'm saying? So a celebrity can say, hey man, vote for this person, or hey man, don't worry about that. Do 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 do. Whole time they ain't gotta put up with the shit you gotta put up with. Yo, that nigga live in a $17 million mansion, yo. He ain't gotta do that shit. He telling you that you gotta deal with it. Don't matter. They eat, you know what I'm saying? They doing XYZ to your animals, whether that's true or not. I believe it. I don't give a fuck. I believe they is. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different story. But he ain't gotta deal with the you feel me, them taking benefits and all that shit. He ain't gotta deal with that shit. So it's easy for him to say that shit from a $17 million mansion. Why the fuck is it? What do a nigga need with a $17 million mansion? You feel me? What the fuck do you need that for, nigga? A $17 million mansion is probably more. You feel me? What the fuck you need that for? Think about it, yo. Yo, I don't know, yo. Look, like I said, I ain't trying to be Mr. Morale, but god damn, yo. Because this is it's more ways to shake it's more a bunch of different ways to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? They eating the dogs, they eating the cat. There's a bunch of different ways to skin a cat. So don't let my perspective. I'm just offering my perspective, yo, and that's all I can give. Other people probably got other opinions and what they think and can offer a different perspective. But from my perspective, yo, and it's like I said, it's easy for me to say because I'm not in them shoes. But god damn, yo, if I'm walking around with $10 million, I got a $250 chain on and shit, like a bracelet that's 80 grand, and it's a family that's poor out that motherfucker that ain't got nothing. Like $1,000 will help them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Really think about how this world is operated. Yo, it don't make sense when you. The more you think about it, this shit don't make sense. It's like, feel me? Hard to have any faith in it, but I feel like I done talked enough about a lot of shit. I don't want to stay on too much longer because then I start saying shit that I'll fuck around and get canceled before I'm anybody. My own friends probably start talking to me for if I really get on this bitch and start talking like I want to talk. You know what I mean? But all in all, yo, if you somebody out that bitch and you stand for something, yo, just don't expect no don't expect no success in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like and continue to stand on that shit, yo, because for real, yo. They say don't take no these worldly possessions ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? If you stand on something and you really work on yourself and building and being more productive member of society, yo, treat your people, love on your people and shit like that. Just keep working on yourself and all that, yo. Then you know what I'm saying. You can stack our treasures to take with you when you leave this place. Cause that's the real. You know what I'm saying? Like this word, you know. But either way, yo, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to go ahead and get that shit off. You feel me? So if you somebody watching this on the replay, yo, comment, like, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Yo. I got some dope shit coming up, yo. I got an interview with Mass Philly Broken, the homie Eugene, man. He wrote a book. Got a homie that wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? We had an interview, real good conversation. Feel me? I got the breakdown video with E and Slim coming out soon. So we trying to stay active on the channel, yo, and I'm trying to go live a little more and shit. So, build the audience up. You feel me? So yeah, outside of that, yo, everybody have a good night, yo. We out this motherfucker, man. A Smith, Straight Pit TV.